Welcome to the spot. It's time to ignite. Oh yeah. Operation Hangout. The feeling's just right. Chilling with the crew. We're ready to groove. Opinions flying high. Come on, let's move. Woo! Hang out all night long, all night. Laughing and debating, playing our song. Oh yeah. Share your thoughts. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Operation Hangout. Let's reach for the sky. Let's fly. Pull up a chair. Let's get in the zone. Voices blending smooth like a funky trombone. Oh yeah. Topics from the heart, making us think. With a twist and a shout, raise up your drink. Cheers. Hang out all night long, all night. Laughing and debating, playing our song. Oh yeah. Share your thoughts, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Operation Hangout, let's reach for the sky. Let's fly. Bring it down, shake it up, feel the beat. With every word we share, the circle's complete. Living loud, thinking proud, that's what we do. Oh yeah. Join the club, come on through, we're waiting for you. Alright. Hang out all night long, all night. Laughing and debating, playing our song. Oh yeah. Share your thoughts, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Operation Hangout, let's reach for the sky. Let's fly. Hang out.
In the ring we stand tall, words are blades that never fall. Debate like warriors brave, every thought we give and save. Through the noise we cut clean, spirited minds sharp and keen. With a spark that lights the night, join us in this epic fight. Welcome to the sports in our arena, where minds clash and thoughts gleam. In the heat of every word, truth and insight will be heard. Buckle up and take your stance. In this arena there's no chance to escape the vibrant lore. Dive in deep and search for more. From heartfelt talks to fierce debates, we explore what fate creates. Side by side we seek the light, in the dark our minds ignite. Welcome to the sports in our arena, where minds clash and thoughts gleam. In the heat of every word, truth and insight will be heard. Will be heard. Will be heard.
What is going on, everybody? We're back at another stream, another live. You know where you're at. You're at Spartan SQ Network. I am your host, the Spartan, aka Peter. How is everybody doing tonight? Tonight, we're going to have a kick ass show. No fun intended, of course. It is a show that kind of a lot of us we can a little bit relate. By relate, meaning like childhood memories. I remember watching Enter the Dragon, Three Ninjas, The Karate Kid, The Dragon. There's only a few mentions there. There's so many more. So it's iconic and it's still good. And I think we should have this conversation tonight. Are you? All right, that's done. So that's a. There's so many good movies out there, and let's bring this guy in here first so we can have this conversation from UK. Slap face. I didn't mean to literally slap your face, dude.
Can I end it yet? You alright, brother?
What's going on, dude? How are you, my man?
Been a bit under the weather. I had a visit from my best mate today. His wife currently brought me some homemade soup and some homemade cakes.
I got a bone to pick with you in front of everybody.
What have I done?
Oh, you did a lot this time. Can you please explain to me why I found a pack of cigarettes my dog was smoking?
What?
Yeah. He told me you got him this. And he's already one missing because of you.
I didn't do shit.
Chewport? Are we serious? Chewport. He's not.
I didn't do shit. I never sent it.
He's not even 5
Wasn't
months
me.
old yet, dude.
No, I didn't do fuck all. Leave me alone. Stop blaming me. You bought that. It was you.
You've reached your limit on talking.
That's all I can say to you.
Up.
Take responsibilities of your actions, young man.
What responsibilities? I didn't do fuck
Who
all.
gave this to my puppy?
It was you.
Why would I give him a pack
I
of
don't
cigarettes?
live in America. How the
And you
fuck
think-
am I meant to give it to
Bro.
him?
This is not a cigarette. This is like a goddamn a cigar.
It's more like a fucking joint, mate. But yeah, no. I don't live in America. I don't have the money to send or do that sort of shit.
Anyway, man.
It was you. It was all you.
I'll give you the floor 1 quick second. Give me your brief memories of karate movies.
Karate movies. I've got Karate Kid. Loved it. Karate Kid 2. Can't remember Karate Kid 3. The remake of Karate Kid with Jackie Chan and Will Smith's son. I thought it was kind of boring, to be honest with you. I love Jackie Chan movies, but that was kind of boring. I loved the movie Kickboxer with what was his name? Do you remember the movie Kickboxer?
I actually
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes, he was also in Bloodsport.
Yeah, I never saw that one. I've heard of it, but I never saw it.
They're pretty good movies. Both of them are actually pretty good.
Yeah. There was also what was the fighting movie? They did like different special martial arts. Double Team. Jean-Claude Van Damme and what was his name? The one who played Blade. Played Blade.
Played in Blade.
You know the one I'm on about.
Let me
The
look it
black
up.
guy.
Let me look it up.
Wesley Snipes.
Was it? What's
That's
his
the one.
name?
Yeah, it was Wesley Snipes. Yeah, brilliant actors. What they worked brilliantly together. Yeah. It's the same character who played in Wesley Snipes also played in Demolition Man.
Yeah, it is what's the sniper I see right now. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I was told by someone and they're thinking about remaking that movie. And I'm like,
That'd be
no,
a bad idea.
no. That's not true. I don't believe it. If they did, it would be a load of
it's
crap.
not what's the sniper. Is Denso Roman.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought
They
it was
look,
Wesley
similar.
Snipes.
They look like brothers almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. they
Sorry,
look
I got it
very
wrong. I got it wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. But yeah, I preferred Wesley Snipes as the actor, but half the movies that he did were brilliant back in the day when he was in Blade and that sort of shit. What was that movie he was in? It was a cricket movie, not cricket, baseball movie or whatever it was. It had Charlie Sheen in it. And they were on a
movie?
no. It was out on the field and they were baseball sort of thing, baseball movie. They did a few of them. Wesley Snipes and Charlie Sheen was in it. Basically, Wesley Snipes ends up waking up in his bed, waking up literally out in the field, yeah, in the cricket field, and he thought the police were after him, and he started fucking legging it across the fucking field. It was so funny.
I don't remember that for some reason.
It's a comedy.
Hey, what's up, man? I sent you the link, by the way.
Anton, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I started posting the channel out a bit more for you as well.
Major League. There you go.
Major League. Thank you. That was it. Yep. I only watched maybe one of those movies, where they were recruiting them and that. But yeah, brilliant film. But karate movies, yeah, best of all time would be Karate Kid 1 and 2 and Kickboxer.
There are actually a lot of best ones. So if you type in Google best one, they break in different genres. Most popular is first one. It Man is one of them. Enter the Dragon, obviously.
Never saw those.
You never seen It Man?
No.
Dude, you gotta go see him. It's literally about Bruce Lee's teacher. I'm not even joking.
Oh, if I'm right, Bruce Lee was the father of the guy who played Crow. The Crow.
Correct. Brandon Lee, actually. So Enter the Dragon, Drunken Master 2, Fist of Legends, The Way of the Dragon, Kung Fu, Hush.
I did like all the Jackie Chan crime movies.
1 second. Hold you a second, all right?
Alright.
Oming Break, Montai Thai Warrior. I'm just gonna read a couple of them. Now, that's the most popular. Top martial art picks are Omen Old Break Montai Way is again on the list. I haven't seen that because it's on the list twice, actually.
Okay.
This one I'm kind of surprised on the list because it didn't hold up as well as the other one. And yes, Ianton, you're correct. Tiger touching on Hidden Dragon is literally up there in the list too.
Yeah.
So this one I'm surprised it's on the list. That's all I'm gonna say is Karate Kid Legend 2025. The Warrior, it's not the Warrior, I'm sorry. Warrior, that's just Warrior. It's about a UFC, two brothers fighting each other. Very, very good movie. Bloodsport, It Man's on here again. Kung Fu Hustler, the Karate Kid, the reboot 2010. Originally, people hated that fucking movie, bro. Everybody hated that movie.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Now martial arts thriller, The Road, The Unleash,
Not heard of
Tom
them.
Yoon Gun,
Never heard of them.
Yoko, Headshot, The Perfect Weapon.
Nope.
Some of these you're not gonna hear them because they're overseas. Some of these movies.
The movie that I know was The Monk.
Hang on 1 second. All right. Action adventures most popular. The Karate Kid 2010 again. Fearless. This is actually a very, very, very good movie. Came out in 2008. Never Back Down. This is one
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat 95, the original Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Mortal Kombat films.
Yeah.
They're legendary.
Yeah. The one Anton just mentioned was Soman Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I'm pronouncing that completely wrong. I do apologize, guys. So those are like just couple. Comedy wise, the list goes on. This is on the comedy list. I don't know consider it as a comedy. Didn't do well at the box office, but it's on the top 3 of comedy. Is Street Fighter, believe it or not. The original.
I never actually saw it. I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen it.
It's all over the place with that movie.
I remember the game. I remember the game Street Fighter, but I've never actually seen the movie. I've never actually seen it.
You should definitely check it out. You have time. It's not as good as you think it is. All right, listen. At 94, that was the best one. Oh my god, that was a great freaking movie, and it was like, oh, I can't believe it. And like,
what was it called again?
Street Fighter.
All right. As I said, I've never seen it.
As a kid, you think you're watching one of the best movies ever made. You know what I'm saying? You're a kid. You have no taste to movies back then. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was mostly out and about, just being out with my friends, going to the park, climbing fucking stacks of wood piles and shit.
That is correct, Anton. They have it under comedy for some reason. I don't understand why. It was no. It had a couple of funny scenes there. I'm not denying that, but not a whole thing. The one I will say, Kung Fu Pow, Into the Fist. That is comedy. Again, they have The Last Dragon. Hey, that's not a comedy. Drunken Master. I don't remember if it was a comedy. Three Ninjas. That was a pretty funny movie back in the day, and for a '92 movie. But there are so many movies, we can talk about. I don't know we start the conversation and where we will end the conversation. That is the hardest part about this show tonight. Can we both agree on that today?
As I said, yeah, I don't know. My most favorite movie was Karate Kid. Growing up, I
Okay,
grew up
why?
watching it and listening to it. Pardon?
Why was it your favorite movie overall?
Well, because it went through a little story of how he became Karate Kid in the first one, and how he learned wax on, wax off, that sort of bollocks. The famous ending to that film was when he did that T
Crane.
version, as I call it, putting one leg up in the air and then flicking it and kicking the guy in the face.
Yeah, crane kick.
Even though his ankle was busted, he still did it in the movie.
Yeah, it was knee actually.
But didn't he? I
Yeah, it
can't
was his
remember.
knee.
He could barely stand on his leg.
Yeah.
But that was a good film. But the second one was pretty good as well, because they taught him how to resist pain, which was in the second one.
For me, all three were great.
As I said, I can't remember the third one. I've seen it, but I can't remember it. I really
here's
can't.
a little- okay, let's go down memory lane really fast. The first one, he meets Mr. Miyagi.
Yep.
He's getting bullied because he moved from Jersey to California, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, California.
Yeah.
And he missed Miss Miyagi because he thought martial arts was a way for him to.
It wasn't exactly that. It was the fact that he was getting bullied at the school, and they caught him in the street, kicking the shit out of him. And Mr. Miyagi jumped out and started kicking the shit out of the guys.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
One martial art movie that I feel is underrated, best of the best. I agree. And Mariana, what's going on? How are you tonight? So with the Karate Kid movie, it was he wanted to learn martial arts. He thought he needed for confidence and to kick ass pretty much. And that's not what martial art is. And he learned that as the journey progressed through the movie. The second one, and then he hang on, before I move on, he fought his rival in the in a tournament. He wins the tournament, and that's in real life that would never happen like that, because he's still technically he was still a white belt versus a black belt. He has white belt. He had only a few months training versus this guy. He had multiple years of training, more experience. Let's be honest here. Who has got more? Winning. So
it was the technique that really inspired me in that film. Right, not to do anything, but it was a technique that Mr. Miyagi was teaching him: the wax on, wax off, paint, that sort of shit.
Technically, it's called a double.
You know what I'm on about, though.
We call it double technique in the martial art. The reason we call it double technique, you're thinking you're doing chores, but actually you're actually learning the strikes. My instructor did something similar,
but he didn't know that at the time. That's what really inspired me about that movie. I love that movie so much. And actually, I'm thinking about watching it tomorrow.
So part two was Mr. Miyagi's father's ill, and he sounds like he was going to pass
Ended
away.
up having to go to China, Hong Kong. What was it? Or Korea?
Japan.
Okay, I was wrong.
Okinawa.
I didn't know I didn't know where it was, so I just randomly said names.
Damn, dude! And you're a Karate Kid fan? You're an embarrassment now,
dude. It's been many years since I've seen it.
I don't want to hear that, bro, because I see
it's been many years since I've seen it. So
so he
I
went
haven't watched it since the late 90s.
And at first, he didn't want to leave. Daniel wanted to go with him, so his excuse, I want to study Okinawa history. Because I know you study. Now I do. And he argued him before he went on board. It's a lot of money. Listen, I'll I'll go to school. I will get a job. I'll make it up. No big deal. Flies over there, continues training him. Then his um the rival of that movie was actually Miyagi's um it wasn't
Brother.
his no, that
It
wasn't a
was his
brother.
brother.
Um
It was. It was his brother.
no, it was not his
No.
brother. It was
Best friend.
his best friend. His best friend was his
Okay.
rival and is also a fellow student under his father.
Oh, okay.
And,
Okay.
and they both fell in love with the same woman, and
Oh,
he dipped
I know
out
the
because he
story.
didn't want to have fight him for it. He was
I
fight to
did
the
love
death.
that scene where they fall in love again. I did love that scene.
So when his best friend's top student was hustling money, he was doing everything you're not supposed to be doing. So by that said, Daniel said he wanted to sit back and do nothing. He did the right thing, and I agreed
Yeah.
with what he did. So as the story progressed, these guys they were going back and forth. So they end up fighting in the end. It was supposed to be a fight to the death for honor. Obviously, Daniel didn't kick the guy's ass or killed him or deleted him, I should say. He just said he just did the whole nose thing,
Yeah,
and
just
the
say
movie
off
in
him
there.
or delete. That's basically the best thing to say.
Part 3 was flying back to. I know I messed up. That was my fault. YouTube, I'm sorry. He flies back to the States, and they open a what is that called? Those little flowers. Man, what are they called? Not bamboo. Man, do you remember the name of the flower in the show?
You mean a little tree, bonsai tree?
Bonsai trees. They open a bonsai trees shop, and Keys eventually hooks up with his partner
Yeah,
Ice.
I've always wondered how they end up making little trees like that. I really want to know.
They just grow like that. They just have to grow.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
So the he hooks up bonsai tree right here. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I said
So
bonsai tree before that
yeah,
came up.
through the movie he meets his the man I am trying John Keys, in the first beginning of the movie, hands out the keys back to Terry Silver, who was the partner of Cobra Kai. And you can bounce back, whatever. He sends him on vacation. As I'll take care of this.
Oh, I
He
remember now.
hires
Yeah,
the other kid named Miles Bars, number one martial artist in the world at the time. He says, "I want you to compete. I want you to break his bone. I want you to train." Double face.
yeah,
Terry is training Daniel behind Miyagi's back, saying, "Look, Miyagi says you're not training, you're not fighting this commander. If you're gonna fight, you're doing it without me." And he couldn't do that.
yeah,
He trained behind his back, and eventually he finds out they're double facing him. Then up from behind the shadows, he comes. All of a sudden, freaking, Miyagi comes in, kicks all their butts, and they're making fun of him. And then Miyagi is the most funniest scene. He goes, "Whoa, whoa!" He's making fun of him because all of them are beat up there, covered in paint, and goes, "Yeah, I got you."
yeah,
They fight in the tournament, and again, Daniel pulled a fast one out of his ass. At this
yeah.
point, he has 3 years experience versus this guy has a year's experience. In real life, that wouldn't happen, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that what makes it good. Now let's touch base what Antarn said. Cobra Kai Dojo. Cobra Kai was a show. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
But
A TV show. I don't remember that.
Originally,
that.
it was on YouTube. Actually, YouTube TV. I think was it YouTube
I don't
Premium.
remember. I'm sorry, I don't
YouTube
remember it.
something. You had to get a prescription for it. All right.
All right.
Fantastic. If you're a smart one, like I was,
Yeah.
I get the prescription for that time. I watched it once I've done
Yeah.
with the series. See your prescription. But I keep it because it's very convenient, to be honest with you. With the YouTube stuff, it's very convenient. Anyway, but with the karate, with that, it shows a different world. It shows, here's a catch. Daniel wasn't the good guy, actually. They showed
Yeah.
Johnny was the good guy. Because Daniel put his nose where it didn't belong. Like he Daniel and his ex-girlfriend, Alice, yeah. They were talking about, they were kind of off and on again. and they were talking, and he put his nose into it. Dude, you kind of want to stay out of that in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, by that said, they did a different take of it. It
Yeah.
was a very, very good show. Here's my issue with Cobra Kai. The only issue I had with it so far, when Karate Kid Legend came out, they did not talk about Cobra Kai. They didn't talk about Silver. They didn't talk about Luoso, not Luoso, Johnny, excuse me, or Keys, nothing like that. This is a prequel, meaning before the movie. Okay, great. But the problem with that is you put all that work, you're not going to use the material. Come on.
Mm.
The one thing I did like about the movie, and a lot of people didn't like it, I actually enjoyed it, is
Yeah.
they combine two worlds. World number one, the Karate Kid with Jackie Chan. It's
Yeah.
technically going to be called Karate Kid. It's going to be Kung Fu Kid because it was about Kung Fu. And Karate Kid. They both of them, what's his name? Man, I can't remember his name now. Jackie Chan, who's the main character, who's Mr. Han, comes in, and then Daniel comes in because Miyagi has passed this point, and they train this new kid, both styles. See the
Yeah.
combination? See where it's going? And that's what
Mm.
made it so good, I think. Both characters came in and trained a new kid. And the funny part was this kid who played the I'm gonna look it up right now to make sure. I don't want to talk out of my ass.
There was a film I used to love watching back in the early 2000s was The Monk,
Mhm.
which was a martial arts film. Basically, a guy every 60 years, he has to transfer powers over to someone he really trusts and can rely on.
I remember hearing about it. I never watched it.
Bloody good film. Do you remember American Pie?
Yeah.
Oh, what was his mum? They said that his mum was a MILF, but it was him, the young lad. But he was always talking about getting with the women, all that sort of shit.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know the character very
He's
well.
in it. He's in the
Yeah, I
movie, and basically he learned how to fight and stuff like that. He was a pickpocket, yeah, and he actually lived in a cinema area, right? Actually lived in the cinema building, and the monk tracked him down, right? It's also a romantic movie as well, part of it.
really.
No, part of it is. They end up meeting with this girl, and then the monk end up splitting the powers between the two of them. So instead of having a scroll with having like the fact of internal life, having it like in immortal life or something like that, but living forever.
His name was the wrong one. Hang on. Here it is. Click the wrong one.
Sean
Sean
Scott.
William Scott. Okay, so that's a great example. The thing with me, I want to finish what I was saying before with the Cobra Kai Legend. This new kid, they were trying to find somebody who wasn't a known actor. This kid has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, about 14, 15 movies he's done. All right. Not good, not very famous. The most famous thing he's done so far is not really that one because I have never heard of it. So he they want to find somebody new, and they did a great job with that.
Yeah.
Before we move on, guys, let's drop the link. Let's put the rules up like always. All right, you guys want to join the show? Pretty much no personal attacks, no issues, even the comments, guys. Avoid foul language.
I'll
Because
put
we
the link
need
out for you.
to. I'm sorry.
I'll put the link out on where I usually sit so people can join.
Yeah, great.
New people.
Race, all that nice stuff. If you want to join us, the stream. Simple rules, guys. No smoking, no eating on camera. Dress appropriately. Camera must be on. Mic must be on. Stuff like that. And here's the link, guys. I'm gonna kill you, dude. I swear to God.
You mean delete?
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, with the that movie. It's a brilliant movie. How he learned his martial arts was by watching a movie on the main screen in the cinema. Yeah. Yes, he was a pickpocket and stuff like that. Basically, he basically did the same thing as Karate Kid. Taught more the extra moves, the how to do things,
Mhm.
um, like Mr. Miyagi did. Yeah. Um, as I said, you should go and watch the movie. It is one awesome movie. It's literally
Okay.
called Monk. It is a really good movie. I don't know if you might enjoy it or not, but I enjoyed the movie thoroughly, and seen it literally 150 times since it came out.
Isn't that a comedy technically?
No, no, not really. It's not really a comedy. It's got some comedy bits in it, but they find out that the girl in the movie, right, when they split the power, and as I said, the
Mhm.
part of the romantic part of it, right, they find out the girl because you see that she's like goes to street gangs and stuff like that, hangs from thingamajiggies and shit like that. They find out that's only just a phase that she wants to be part of, but really she's actually a millionaire's daughter.
Hmm.
That's a separate part of her life, so she has a secret identity, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
she'd rather be part of the life of the street than be some posh girl. Yeah, it's actually a pretty
So,
good movie.
one thing I will say, because we're talking about karate movies, the one karate movie that I did not enjoy, it wasn't because the main character was a woman. It has nothing to do with that. It was just a bad movie.
Yeah,
The next Karate Kid. You seen it?
no,
So the next Karate Kid is like, years later that Daniel's in college, and he meets this young lady,
was
and
this the third one or the fourth one?
fourth one.
I've not seen it. Didn't even know
Yeah,
there was a fourth one. I knew there was three. I didn't know there was four.
it's four. In the next Karate Kid, I thought it was pretty bad actually. To be honest with you. Hey Eric, what's going on?
Yeah,
So
the newer one, which is Jackie Chan and Will Smith's son, which I found kind of boring.
Access is extra. I think it was pretty good actually. To be honest with you.
I actually found it kind of boring. Bit slow.
No. Um, Eric, which one do you love? Because we're going back and forth here right now. I'm sorry. The Karate Kid, then he had some monks living with him and all this stuff. Well, basically, the movie is pretty much talking about her defending herself and figuring out her relationship with her boyfriend, pretty much. I thought it was boring.
Hold on, hold
Now, the
on.
Karate Kid in China, I actually enjoyed that one
Mm. What was
because
the one? What was the
it was
one?
more. I felt it was more down to earth, to be honest with you.
Hold on. Was the fourth one where he goes and visits his grandkids and they were getting bullied and he taught them how to fight?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Mr.
Yeah.
Miyagi actually goes and visits it. They called him Grandpa. And he goes and visits his grandkids and he taught them how to fight.
Eric, can you guys refresh me? Did he visit with his grandkids? Because I don't remember that part of it, Miss Miyagi. I don't
Let
remember
me
Miyagi even had
Google it. Give me a
grandkids.
minute. I'm going to go and Google it.
I don't remember. I don't actually. I don't think Mr. Miyagi had kids in the story in the Karate Kid storyline.
I don't think he had kids because they weren't the same as him, but they called him Grandpa. But he was basically a babysitter.
I don't remember that part at all. So the China one, I think was good. Here's another one to see if you watched it. Ninja Assassin.
No.
Oh my man. This is one my personal favorite ninja movies. The reason is, and I don't know if you want to consider this as a karate movie. So this kid is taken as an infant. Not as an infant, as a little kid. I would say, maybe 10 tops. He's been put into this ninja assassin boot camp.
Okay. It was about a girl in Karate Kid
Told
4.
you that. I told you that, dude. It had nothing to
Sorry,
do with
I
your
was
kids.
wrong, but she called him Grandpa. That's all I remember.
Yeah. So when he's trained as a little kid to become a assassin, pretty much.
Yeah.
Eventually, he escapes. This whole clan is coming after him, And this place, it plays in your backyard in the UK. This happens the whole movie. So eventually he leads up to going back there and going after the head instructor, and he
Yeah.
assassinates him in the movie. That was pretty much the base of it. But they show a lot of martial arts skills. Obviously, they use little chakra heel, like the like Okinawa, like not Okinawa, what was it called? Naruto almost without
Yeah.
the the going above and beyond kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a very, very good movie. Ninja Assassin is literally on everybody's must list, in my opinion.
I've
And
never seen it or heard of it, so hence why I don't know anything about it. You know what I mean? As I said, I spent more of my time outside than I did indoors.
It came out in 08, bro.
Bum? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
What was I doing in 08? Yeah, I was out and about all the time. I wasn't stuck indoors all day.
And to me, it was one of my favorite movies. I'm not gonna deny that. Comes to this kind of style. Three Ninjas. What do you think about that? Because Anton just mentioned it before a minute ago.
Three Ninjas.
Don't tell me you haven't seen a Three Ninjas, dude. I'm gonna kick you off the stream.
The only other ninja movie that I remember is the Spy Kids. That's
Don't
the
even
only-
mention that. That's a horrible example.
No, I'm just saying I remember watching that as a growing up. But they did martial arts and that sort of shit in that. But I've never heard of some of the movies. I really haven't, because I
Three
never
Ninjas
spent.
are a very good movie. So there's three kids that visit their grandfather, and he teaches them martial arts, and everyone gets a color. Their color represents pretty much their.
Were they? Hold on. Were they out in the wilderness, sort of thing?
In the beginning, yes.
Okay, yeah, I have heard of the movie. Not
Yeah.
heard of it, but I have seen it. I don't remember the name, so yeah. So hence why it's a bit alien to
Yes.
me.
So everybody had a nickname. So the one brother was Colt. The other one was Rocky. I can't remember what the third one was called. But everybody had their own color. I believe red. I can't remember what blue or purple or the other one, and yellow. That represent their spirits. Before we move on, let's get this guy in here because he's excited. He is screaming top of his line. My
I
man,
do remember the movie.
Anton, what's up, my man?
What's going
Big
on,
up, brother.
fellas? What's good, Craig? How's it going?
How you doing, bro?
So,
I'm all right.
Not much.
Before I finish my sentence, we're in the middle of just going over a few movies. This knucklehead has never seen Three Ninjas.
No, I just rephrased that. I just rephrased it and I've just looked it up. Yes, I have seen the movie. It's a fat old Chinese guy or Asian guy, right? Who's got one squinty eye.
Yes, he was also in Big Trouble in Little China.
He was
He played in a lot of films. He played in a lot of films and actually
Yes.
some comedy films. So yeah, I've seen it. I recognize him and I recognize the film now.
So,
Yeah.
before we go back to Three Ninjas, Anton, give me your breakdown of karate movies. What's your experience? I know you're martial arts like myself, so we're going to be a little biased here, unfortunately, me and you.
Right.
But let me hear your feedback.
All right. Reason why I put Best of the Best up there was because it was based similar on Taekwondo, and you already know my background in that, so I was definitely going to pick that movie. God, there are a couple other movies I'm trying to think of. I definitely love Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I felt like the story was awesome, and I know some people don't like the movie because of the fact that it was all in Chinese and it had subtitles, but that's what made it even more interesting.
Mhm.
God, I definitely always going to be a fan of the Karate Kid movies because the story that Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita, the story and everything that came along with it. I mean, I think anyone could relate. You had a lot of kids that could relate to being like Daniel LaRusso, kid coming from, new kid in town, doesn't know anybody, trying to find a way to fit in. And he gets bullied by those kids from Cobra Kai. Mr. Miyagi, you think he's just this quiet guy that's the maintenance man of his apartment complex. And then you realize this guy not only knows martial arts, but you also find out he's a World War II vet and a Medal of Honor recipient too. And I think his character also spent time in the internment camps too.
I'm pretty sure he did, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
They didn't dive deeply into that part.
they never did. But I remember in the movie he had the Medal of Honor at his house, and you saw articles like old articles and scrapbooks of the unit that he was in World War II. It was an all Japanese unit, and they were all made up of Americans of Japanese descent whose families were living in the internment camps, and they actually are one of the most recognized units to serve in the U.S. and serve in the military during World War II. And from that movie, that's how I first heard about the Japanese internment camps as well.
I didn't know they had camps, to be honest with you. Now that I think about it,
they did have the camp. They never talked about it or delved into it in the movie, but that was like the first understanding of it. Because later on, I remember hearing stories from George Takei, who plays Sulu from Star Trek. He grew up in the internment camps.
In a way, I'm not surprised because that was a different time, a more dangerous time. I want to say a little bit.
It was an ugly time. It was a very ugly time. Yeah. It was a very ugly time. But Karate Kid has always been one of my favorites because of that. The first one because of that. The second one, Daniel going to Okinawa with Mr. Miyagi for the summer. Seeing where he grew up. Finding out about Sato, the businessman who basically ran the village they lived in, and his nephew Chozon. A lot of the things that came out of that. The third one was Daniel coming back from Okinawa that summer, going to college. And it was really interesting, too, because like you were going into it, you heard about Kreese taking some time off, Terry Silver, how he helped him get started with Cobra Kai, and signing Matt Barnes to be his new, number one prodigy, trying to reopen all the Cobra Kai dojos all in the Valley. And it was just,
free.
Say again?
And he was going to do it for free, he said.
Yeah. Yeah, he was that sure of it, too. And then, ironically, 30+ years later, you go on Netflix and you see the series Cobra Kai, and I didn't realize, they literally picked up where they left off from the movie almost.
The only difference with a Cobra Kai and a Karate Kid, they show Johnny as the good guy and so Daniel as a bad guy. They flip the script on us.
Right.
Because, let's be honest, Daniel had no reason to put his nose in that business there. It was between him and Ali. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he's putting his nose into something and they're off and on kind of thing. Like, yo, let them work out. You walk away, my dude.
Yeah.
They were just having a conversation.
Right.
So then you say, well, he kind of smashed her radio. Okay, but he didn't put her hands on her.
That's true.
I'm not saying he did a right thing. I'm saying it's fucked up.
Right. But I think what Cobra Kai did also, it delved into why Johnny is the way he is. Not knowing that he had, he was dealing with an abusive stepfather. The fact that his mom was very dependent on him and things like that. And he was an absentee father to his child. And he just felt like his life was going nowhere. And I guess maybe that run-in with Daniel made him realize, what was it that kept you on the straight and narrow? And it was him doing karate. And it was him training at Cobra Kai. Mm-hmm. And I think he tried to take what he learned from Cobra Kai and try to do it to a lot of those kids in the Valley and trying to say, hey, this is what helped me when I was younger. I'm going to make sure this helps you. And just bring it back. And the one thing I liked was they will find a way to bring back a lot of the people from it. Walter Cove that played Kreese. I forgot the actor's name that played Terry Silver. Everyone from the second movie and the third movie. They even brought back a lot of the individuals who were part of Johnny's crew in the movies.
Actually, one of them died in the movie, and then a week later, I think he died in real life.
Yeah, he passed away. I think about a month. Yeah, it was about a month or two later after they finished filming it, and I guess they found a way to put that into the series. They found a way to fit that into the storyline. But the fact they were able to find a significant number of people that were part of the movies and bring them back for the series, it was like, you know what?
I'm sorry to cut you off. Terry Silver's real actor name is Thomas Yale Gilfillan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, weird name.
Yeah.
So you know one thing I found very fascinating. I want to jump into this because I'm gonna pick this guy's rip him a new one again.
Okay.
Is Johnny Cree's Mark Cover? He's a real cigar smoker, and I'm a cigar smoker, and I do enjoy a good cigar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Too right.
But this guy, I caught my dog smoking today. I'm not joking with you. Dead serious. Look what I got here.
Oh my
That
God.
has fuck all to do with me. That has fuck all to do with me.
He got this to my dog. Look at the size of these suckers. They're not even a cigar. They're more like cigars.
No, I didn't. No,
Oh
I
my
didn't.
God.
No, he's just trying. No.
Yeah.
Anton, he's trying to fucking cause trouble. I didn't do shit.
Be a man. Be a man and take responsibility for your
Bullshit. I'm not taking ownership of anything because I didn't do fuck all.
So in other words, Craig plausible deniability. Is that it?
So it just he's a cigar smoker. I'm gonna do that. Let's move on.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually met Margot Clover once, very briefly at Comic-Con.
Really?
So here's the
Nice.
backstory. So I was I've been going to Comic-Con for years, for about
Oh yeah, that's true. I know.
8 years, 9 years. I can't even count how many years I've been going to, and to be honest with you.
Mm,
So
nice.
this year, it was a special year for me because this is the first year I actually was able to go with my best friend, CQ. So, CQ always had this press pass.
I think I saw some of the pictures you posted too.
Yeah, I'm actually going to look it up right now as we're talking.
Okay.
So as he, CQ always had the little, CQ says, I don't do lines. I'm a triple veteran. I'm like, you're full of shit, asshole. Like, he goes, technically he is disabled. I'm not that I can't knock him on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he's using it as leverage a little bit too.
Right.
So, and he was this is before he got press passes and everything. So he was trying to promote his channel and everything and do stuff, right?
Right.
Cool. So as things are moving on, and I really want to get his picture, and his line was out the door pretty much. This guy's, and you see people dressed like, this is the second or third year of Cobra Kai. Everybody's running up to him like, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, and he's literally trying to calm the crowd down. So as we're talking, I go to him. I wouldn't get like, I got you. He goes, he's not talking. So we jump in line right away. He shakes my hand, and I think that was his son with him. I don't know who the other guy was. I'm looking up the picture right now as we speak.
Okay.
Up here it is. I'm going to show you guys right now. Again, very nice guy. I can't say anything bad about him. The gentleman next to me, I'm not sure who that is. I'm assuming that's his son.
Oh my God, Paul looks like a midget. Peter looks like a midget. I said, oh my God, you look like a midget compared to him.
You can go eat a cow's penis at this point. So, again, super nice guy. When his agent goes, so you guys can get in line next. You don't have to wait in line. He comes up, security says, here, I'll use my phone. Comes up, shakes my hand, very polite. He introduces himself. I'm like, I know who you are. You don't need to introduce yourself. But he felt like he had to. Very nice guy, very good experience. The only thing I wish I did is I got his autograph, but because we just got in line a quick pick and get out of there kind of thing. And I understood.
Hey, you got a picture. That's what counts, man.
Well, you like to eat very well.
I'm going to punch you in the face. Number one, I'm a chef. Number one. Number two, I work.
I just said you like. All I said was you like to eat very well.
Number two,
ironically, most people didn't realize. Ironically, one of the things most people didn't realize about Walter Coven, he actually was a cast member of Cagney and Lacey.
Hold on. That was the question. Is that the film where they go to a house that's haunted with a guy who used to chase children around the house, and they have like different types of gaming rooms, and basically it's based to do with people sleepwalking and whatever it is. That movie you're on about, Eric?
We're talking about crime movies today, dude.
No. It's what he's just said in the
chat. He said no one saw The Hunted.
Oh, Hunted. Sorry, I read it wrong. I'm sorry, my mistake. No, I never heard of that film. I thought it said Haunted.
Go ahead.
The Hunted. So yeah, he was actually on Cagney and Lacey at one point, if I remember. I think for the first. I don't know if he was on for the whole series, But I remember seeing the credits. He was on for at least his first, I think, couple of years. But he might have been on for the whole series. I could be wrong. I gotta look that up to check. But that just shows how versatile he is as an actor and everything. And I think for anyone that's never seen Cagney Lacey, him doing Karate Kid, he's always going to be known for that, no matter what he's done. No, he was also in First Blood, First Blood Part 2, the second Rambo movie.
Oh yeah, he was actually. He was the mercenary thing, was he?
Yeah, he was one of the he was one of those guys from Langley.
And he was smoking a cigar there too.
Yep, exactly.
And I was wondering if he was really a cigar smoker one year when Cobra Kai, the show came out. He came into the scene. Oh, this is gonna get very interesting. I'm like, oh, my man's back. He was a villain, but I liked his character, his cockiness, his
arrogance. Yeah,
What film was it? Jackie Chan did. He went to Russia.
I have no idea, dude. You're going all over the place. Stay focused for 1 second.
One movie I remember Jackie Chan did was called Who Am I?
What the fuck happened there?
He had amnesia. He didn't remember who he was. I remember one part of the movie was in South Africa, and I think another part was in the Netherlands, I think. And he was just being chased by everybody. He was chased by crime families, the authorities, everybody was chasing him, and he was trying to figure out who he was. He just kept saying, "Who am I? Who am I? I don't know who I am." And I think there was a part in the movie where he's on the roof of a building and he's fighting one of the goons.
What was the movie name again?
Who Am I?
Oh, I see. 98 it came out.
And there was a part in the movie where one of the goons has his, picking up his partner's jacket, and he literally he's doing a sidekick, and he's literally like, his leg is all the way like up here and everything else, holding the guy's jacket. And I'm seeing him like, yeah, this guy's flexible. He does a lot of stretching.
Oh, he's actually a real martial artist. Like we said on Sunday's show, Tuesday's show, he's a real martial artist. He's the master, the drunken master technique.
Oh, okay.
Kung Fu. He's a real story. The one, I'm not sure if this put him on the map. I personally think he put him on the map in American cinema, or at least. He was very popular in Chinese, cinema, right. But I think this one made him popular in America. It was Rush Hour. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Then you have some other movies like the Spy Next Door, for example. It wasn't bad, but Rush Hour came out first in '98.
Yeah.
And then later on in 2010, the same year that the Karate Kid reboot came out, both are great movies. Can't knock them down at all. One thing I did not know, he was also in what movie was it called?
Hold on. Big up, how you doing, brother? Sorry, it's one of my people.
Okay.
Kung Fu Panda. He's in Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot what voice he did.
I did not know that. I did not know he was in Kung Fu Panda. He plays Mr. Pig. I'm not sure.
I think he trains Jack Black's character, the panda. I forgot his character's name.
I know which one it is now. Trying to think of the name of it. It is shit. He's the old man with the stick, right?
Right.
Yeah.
A typical sensei.
Pretty much.
You doing something wrong? Crack.
And, dude, for a cartoon, it was a pretty good show. No, Mr. Piggy, it was a duck, actually. He's one of the instructors, but he wasn't the master.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was more like the guy who made the food for everybody.
Ah,
okay.
Okay. Someone put in the chat about Sonny Chiba. Sonny Chiba, from what I've heard, he was like, in a lot of Japanese movies, he was that guy. I heard he was one of those guys. And the fact that Quentin Tarantino got him to do Kill Bill, that's respect.
Yeah, I heard he didn't want to do it at first, actually.
That's one of the channels I go to, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I heard he didn't want to do it, and it took him a lot of convention. And once he finally did it, he was proud. And that's one of the things that also towards the end of his career, that's what really launched him to
Yeah,
to legendary status.
yeah.
Because you got actors, good actors,
Hmm.
legendary actors.
Yes,
That's my personal opinion. Again,
yes. And for a
and
lot of people that weren't familiar with him, that was the first time a lot of people ever heard of him. Because if I remember, he was also in one of the fast. I think he was in Tokyo Drift also.
Who you on about? Sorry.
He was one of the heads of the Yakuza, if I remember.
Tokyo Drift. I know Tokyo Drift the movie, but which guy you're on about? Sorry.
Sonny Chiba. Like you saw Kill Bill?
No, I started watching it and I kind of found it
I'm gonna
boring.
look it
And I
up right
just
now.
stopped watching
In the
it.
meantime, I want to ask you guys a question. And Anton, you go first. Greg goes second. In question: do you think the Karate Kid defined the martial art movie format?
I believe it did. Sorry.
I
Wait your
think
turn.
the
Anton, go first.
original. I feel like the original did. I think the original helped open it up in a way to the mainstream. Because most of the time, anything you saw was people remember anything from Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon, Game of Death, any of
Mhm.
those movies, so on and so forth. I feel like the Karate Kid helped open up other disciplines of martial arts into the mainstream. Because most people, when people thought martial arts, people always thought of mostly kung fu. They never thought of Aikido. They never thought of Taekwondo. They never thought of Jiu-Jitsu. They never thought of Muay Thai and all the other disciplines. I think that's what
Sorry,
I
can I
think.
butt in somewhere?
Okay.
Eric, if you're trying to share links, the reason it's not working is because you're not a mod, dude. It won't. YouTube won't allow you to share links because you're not a mod. Sorry, carry on, dude.
Okay, but I think that's what it did. I think what the Karate Kid did, the original 80 in '84, it opened up martial arts to the mainstream. That's what it did, and I think it opened up other disciplines of martial arts, like I said before, because I don't think a lot of people were aware of it or familiar with it. But once the Karate Kid came out, I think that's what it has done. It definitely opened up. It definitely opened it up to pop culture, and it's hard to believe it's been 40 years since the movie first came out. Looking
It's been
back
that
at it,
long, really.
say again.
It's been that long, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been like 40 years. And one of the things I remember reading about when they were filming the movies is I heard Pat Morita was a very good, he was a very good friend and mentor to a lot of the young cast members. I mean, I heard stories from Ralph Macchio, Elizabeth Smart, William Zabka. Like they had nothing but great things to say about Pat Morita when he was, when they did the movie, when they filmed the first one. He was basically like whatever it was that was bothering him. He sat, he listened to them. He was kind of like that grandfather figure to a lot of the young cast members in the movie, not just to the stars, but even to the extras.
So I do know that Pat really didn't do a lot of movies till then. That's what really kind of blew him up. And he was a stand-up comedian. He was a stand-up comedian in California, a struggling stand-up comedian, because back then stand-up comedians did not make money like that.
Right.
They made a little money, and he gets a call. Can you get a Japanese accent? Goes, oh yeah, I can. I'm like, okay, this is a bad example, but that's what they looked at him like. We want him.
But I remember he also did. He played Arnold in Happy Days, if I remember at one point as well.
Yeah, and that was he did a little acting then, nothing much.
Okay. And Karate Kid basically basically put him on the map, and the rest, as we say, is history.
Pretty much.
Wow.
And that's what blew his career up. And then he did some especially like cameos, like in Family Matters. What was the other one? Friends Bear,
Right.
LA, all those. He did cameos a lot afterwards, and that's how he grew his sales for years and years and years. But what made his money was all the royal rights from the Karate Kid movie. That was what made him popular and famous.
Oh wow!
And he has a heck of a funny story. I don't know if I can play it. So he was at a karate tournament. It was his only stand up. He goes, and he goes to third place. Going, oh, what'd you do to learn to get third place? He goes, see that fly on the wall? He goes, he doesn't have wings anymore. All right. There's a second. He goes to second place. What'd you do during your second place trophy? He goes, see that fly on the wall? He goes, those two flies don't have. Like, oh, interesting. Like, what'd you do for the first place? He goes, He goes, zzz, so flies away. Like, I don't get it. He's not gonna have kids anymore now. I'm like, jeez. Look it up. Look it up. I don't want. I cannot. I don't know if I can play that.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds like him. He was a dirty joker. That's what I think. And remember, comedians did not make money like that, like they do now. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's right.
And now is like for example, Fluffy. He's a dirty joker kind of guy,
Mhm.
and they make money a lot. Brett Williams, very dirty joker guy for a midget. You know what I'm saying? Because he makes midget jokes. And he says, I'm not a short person. I'm a midget. That's why I say it. So don't attack me, guys. So back then it was a different time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And now we're talking about him after how many years he's passed. So I did look up as we're talking Kill Bill.
Mhm.
None of the actors in Kill Bill played in Fast and Furious.
Really? I
No.
thought it was. I could be thinking of somebody else then. My fault.
You're thinking of probably a Gonun Lu who looks very, very similar to the head
Who said it,
monster.
Chiba? Okay.
They look almost like brothers.
Okay.
The movie
That's what it
Kill
was. Thank
Bill,
you.
I got bored with it the first 30 minutes of it. I'm sorry, but I did. Everyone was hyping it up,
Really?
and everyone's like saying, "Go see Kill Bill," that sort of crap. Volume 1, Volume 2, that's all bollocks.
I didn't.
I
see
got
it.
bored with it. I actually got bored with it. I actually did. I got bored with it because it was so slow.
Wait, Peter. You said you never. Wait, you got bored, Craig? You got bored
Yeah.
with it, and Peter, you said you never saw it.
Never got around to it. I always said I'm going to watch it, but I never got around to it.
Man, that is one of Tarantino's. Is one of his.
I found the film absolutely boring. There was no storyline. There was nothing. As far as I was concerned.
That's Quentin Tarantino. Like, he has a way of doing movies, and if you've seen any of his other movies, you kind of get it. You kind of get the idea of how he does it. But what's so ridiculous is you'll hear people say they liked the first one, but didn't like the second one, or they didn't like the first one, but they loved the second one.
Didn't like it. I didn't see the
I
second
heard
one.
that a lot. But I'm gonna throw a curveball on you guys tonight. All right. Most of you guys have not seen this movie. It missed a lot of people's radar. It came in '92. Chuck Norris is in it, and Jonathan Bretz was in it before. Sidekick.
I remember that movie.
I thought it was a great fucking movie. Bro.
I remember that movie.
Never seen it. Right of it.
So the base of the sidekick movie, this kid, Brian as the main character, Jonathan Brett.
Jonathan Brandis.
He has really bad asthma. He can do sports. Can do a lot of stuff. His mother's passed in the movie, I believe, and his father is a single parent, but he's a tech guy or accounting.
Something like that, if I remember.
Yeah,
He's
he's always
busy.
busy. And his one teacher says, "Listen, to his father, I think my uncle's be able to help him. He owns a Chinese restaurant, but he's actually a karate instructor or Japanese restaurant or whatever it was.
Like,
and so he's training him with he's like cooking and he's throwing stuff, he's catching in midair. I'm like, oh, this kid has some skill. But at the same time, he's having daydreams of literally fighting next to Chuck Norris, his childhood hero.
mm-hmm.
And when he went to the tournament, because this guy, his bullies challenged him, listen, if you really want to talk shit, here you go. Meet me there when we fair square. And his instructor, Mr. Lee, actually, Mr. Lee is a character.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you're not ready, but we have no choice. We gotta get you ready. So they trained him, and it's supposed to be a four-man team. They only have a three-man team. Now we have a problem. So Mrs. Ki-Chin, that's her teacher's name and the character's name. She literally goes in that tournament. Chuck Norris is there as a guest. He's not competing. He's not judging. He's nothing. Just walking around, chit-chatting with all the martial artists. And he goes, excuse me, Mr. Norris, can I have a word with you? She goes, can you join our team, please? I'm like, I looked at like, she didn't go into that detail. But as he's just saying that, I'm like, that has some balls. So it's literally they're doing doing the paperwork to get into the tournament, and he's Brett, the character, he's sitting there watching the tournament as they're kata, just pre-opening.
Right.
And all of a sudden, Norris sits next to him, like, and he turns around like, and he goes, so it goes right, like, should we go win this together because I want to kick this guy's ass pretty bad. He's been running, and they literally win the whole tournament together. I'm like, imagine your luck. I'm like, Greg, you don't understand how this is because me and Anton were martial arts. If my martial arts superhero kid or fanboy or whatever was JDF, Jason David Frank, the White Ranger, if he came up to me and goes, "You want to win this together, kid, or what?" I'm like,
Oh, you're on about Power Rangers.
no, I'm talking about the movie now. I'm in general. Imagine your kid superhero, right? Any super. Hey, housewife, how you been? Anybody that you grew up, you idolized as a kid, whatever it was, Power Rangers, Batman, it doesn't matter. And
Right.
you're the karate, and you're about to fight a tournament, and he comes up to you like, "Let's go win this together. We'll be on the same team tonight." The first time you meet him, you will piss yourself. I promise you that.
Mhm. You're like, what?
Like I will literally. It's like having a dirty dream in real life kind of thing.
Man, that was wild. That is
I'm
wild.
sorry, but I don't know what's going on with Restream, but either you guys are freezing or there's something wrong with my bloody internet because there has been a few.
We're not freezing on my end at all.
I'm good. I'm good over here.
Yeah, you're not freezing on your end either.
My end because earlier on when I said what the fuck, it said lost connection. I'm like, what the hell?
Exit out and come back in.
Oh no, it's fine at the moment. It's just the fact of there has been a few problems with the internet in my area. They've got roadworks,
okay.
whatever they're
All right.
doing.
But-
People have had power cuts and people have had no internet in parts of my area. So
The funny part about this movie, let's get back on topic. The funny part about this movie, you can't find it very easy anywhere.
Well, I mean, I remember I found out the story. Like Jonathan Brand is unfortunately no longer with us. I heard he was dealing with some issues, like trying to transition after being a child star. I guess he was just dealing with a lot of personal issues. And I found this out from my wife. He befriended Julia White, and they did a pilot at one point together. I don't think it ever aired, but they did a pilot. They did a couple episodes together, and he was dealing with a lot to where, sadly, he's no longer with us. And from what I heard, Julia White took it real hard because he got just to really know him, and they became very good friends.
What show were they going to supposed to do together?
I forgot the name of it. I really forgot the name of it, but my wife was telling me
From
about
my
it.
understanding from him, he was a great actor, number one. He was
Mhm.
a very kind person from my
Yes,
understanding.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jonathan Brandis. No, sorry about that piece, my wife.
You're good.
No,
You're
we were
good.
just talking about when he did the movie Sidekick.
So my understanding, with
You told me when he was doing the show. No, that's Sequest. We'll talk later.
So during Sequest, funny you said
Yeah.
that he got very, very popular really fast because he was my best favorite character. I remember growing up watching Sequest. He was my favorite character in Sequest,
Mm-hmm.
and the popularity got him so too much for him. It was he started getting really bad depression. He got to the point it was out of control. He couldn't leave the house. About how bad it was.
Wow.
And I know we spoke about depression on the channel before, not on the show, on this. So, guys, please, if you guys have depression, please reach out to anybody. If you don't want to reach out, our emails are in the group chat. Contact one of us. We will do what we can to help you. So, if you have an issue, the ultimate thought is not the right thought. The right thought is to open your mouth, speak up. And I cannot tell you how bad, like I will say I have dealt with depression myself, and it's no joke. When I say it kicks you in the balls, it kicks you in the balls.
That's true. I've had it badly myself.
Same here.
Pete already knows my situations.
And Pete probably heard my stories I shared on some other panels. So
yeah,
it's tough. It's tough, you know.
Yeah. So let's get away from the fun show, not the depression show.
Right.
So with that
I want to
said,
kick Peter's ass.
Excuse me. It's my face.
I want to kick your ass.
You can't kick my ass in even your dreams. Your dream of your dreams couldn't kick my ass. Simple as that. You ever seen the Family Matter episode? So Erica goes, "This is my dream." Like, well, you can't kiss me in your dreams either. So that's the same case. You can't kick my ass even in your dreams. Like, don't even dream about it.
Yeah.
So
But
I just looked up Sidekick as we're talking. So it's finally on actually a lot of platforms. You have to pay for that.
really,
It's not free. Amazon Prime has it. YouTube TV has it. Fango at home has it. Apple TV has it. It ranges from $3.99 to $2.99. So it's not a bad fee for it, to be honest with you.
that's not.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
pretty. That's pretty cheap.
If you have
But
Amazon
still,
Prime, if you have Amazon Prime Video, the
I got that.
prescription, remember,
I got that.
you have it right there. And I'm actually going to look it up right now. Actually, let's see. Yeah, it's on there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I definitely am going to watch this now.
I think the one great thing about a lot of these martial art movies, I
Mhm.
could definitely say, it helps give kids a lot of confidence in themselves. Like it doesn't
Absolutely.
teach you how to be. It doesn't teach you how to be a bully, but it definitely teaches you how to stand up for yourself. It gives you a sense of confidence and self-esteem. It helps your self-esteem. It does a lot of positive things. Whatever discipline you practice, it
Yeah.
helps you in so many ways. Most people don't even realize. And I remember the discussion we had about it, Paul. Peter, sometime back. I think it was a few days ago. We were talking about
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We were talking about it, and people don't realize a lot of the great things that come out of martial arts that people don't realize. You don't realize it now, but you really, but you
What
don't
the fuck
realize
was
it.
that?
What happened, dude?
What the fuck was that noise? All I heard was.
I think it's a new subscriber.
Yeah, that's why I told you you need to get a headset because when we're talking, some sound effects you can hear better through your headset versus your TV.
All right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
But what I
No,
was,
I probably
Yeah.
already know a couple of subscribers because I've been speaking to them in Discord at the same time. They
okay.
currently subscribe to the channel just now. One of them was Ertz Reports.
Okay, that's good.
So
But
that show Anton is speaking about, I'm actually going to put that in the chat for you guys so you can go back and watch it who has not seen it. It was a really good show actually on Tuesday for our Spartan Arena. It's pretty much we're talking about boxing versus karate, and a lot of things we were talking about make sense as a martial artist, and something that Paul mentioned.
Yeah.
But Anton, go ahead. You had the floor. I'm sorry.
all right, thanks. Like I said, I think the one great thing you saw from these movies, it definitely you saw the characters. You saw them become better individuals than they were before they started doing martial arts. And I think what it does show, and it goes back to what we were talking about on Tuesday, how it helps you in those life lessons. You don't realize it at that moment, but you will realize it later on when you get older. Like, damn, I remember those times when I was training for this, and I remember how it helped me when I first started doing that. And I remember moments where I had difficulty trying to do this maneuver, and now I can without a problem. It taught you those. It gave you some life lessons you didn't even realize.
Mhm.
And I think that was the one benefit I could say came out of a lot of these movies, because it was showing you in a way where if you want to put the time in to practice, if you want to do it, give it a shot. And I think that's what a good number of movies did, and different aspects as well. I feel like it just really opened it up, like I said, and like you asked me before about Karate Kid, it definitely opened it up to mainstream.
I definitely agree with you because it changed the world. So let me ask you two questions for movie wise because Greg haven't seen this one. Have you seen Ninja Assassin?
No, I have not.
Wow, you guys need to see that. It's a really good movie. So let me ask you another question. Have you seen Dragon? True Bruce Lee story.
Yes, I have.
So what's your opinion on that?
You never realize how someone who had that much of an influence in martial arts, and it seemed like at the same time he was being you feel like he was either being chased by demons, like whatever was going on with him, like he was dealing with whatever it was and he didn't want to say anything, or he was doing everything possible to chase that sense of perfection. You know, that's the two concepts I got out of it. because the one scene when he's in the movie, he's working on the typewriter and he has his electrodes hooked up to his stomach to help, build up his abdominal muscles. Yeah, and it's like, damn.
See, here's my issue. Couple of my issues about that movie. All right, I loved it. Don't get me wrong, but it does not show Bruce Lee, the real Bruce Lee that he was. He was, he was pretty violent. They said actually at home, overall, and he was, a little bit of druggy too because he was popping pills right and left. So
wow.
that's what I heard. I'm not sure. Again, I never lived with the guy, so I don't know if it's true or false.
Right.
So I'm going off rumors. So to keep it in mind, I don't want to discourage his, legacy because I'm not. Do I think he's a great martial artist? He was one of the best martial artists that ever lived, hands down. There's nobody better than Bruce Lee. But if you're gonna show him a pair, I understand his wife wrote the book.
Second guess that. I believe that Jackie Chan came close to Bruce Lee.
Close, but not when
Close, but never
not Bruce Lee. I said come close.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I didn't say he came. It was Bruce Lee, but he was close to him.
All right.
My other half doesn't like Jackie
You
Chan.
ever heard of saying, Greg, close but no cigar? It's the reason why
I did say close. It came close to it. I didn't say he was.
It came close is not the same thing as beating him. That's the thing. That's what my point trying to get through. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not trying to knock you, dude. I love you like a brother, like a little brother, very little brother. Like I play the small violin. Like,
oh, come on.
He only needs 2 fingers to jerk off sometimes.
Dude, I'll have to come to the US and kick your fucking ass for Christ's sake.
I call ice on your ass.
You said, yo, wow.
That would be quite funny to see. Anton, you'll have to Fleming video it, dude.
But seriously, whole joking on the side, I thought it was a great movie, to be honest with you. Even they didn't show too much martial arts in there. They tried to show his life story, and it was a great movie. But if again you're going to choose life stories, not now the story, a movie movie that I enjoy. I think they kind of overdid it after a while. The first 2 was a great one. Ip Man.
Really?
You never seen those, bro?
It's been a while.
Well, you already said about it, but I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
No, because I'm bringing it up because Anton wasn't on yet still when we were talking about it earlier. No, you're good. You're good. So it's a very good movie. I remember when it first came out, I was going through some shit, and my friend came over to just hang out. He goes, dude, you gotta watch these. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't like subtitles. Like, trust me, you want to watch these, and I actually enjoy them. And I don't like subtitle movies usually or dub movies. And this was a dub version, and it was actually a decent movie, bro. I'll give it credit. It was like, and the movie you mentioned before, what was that movie called?
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I thought it was an excellent movie, bro. I loved it.
Yeah, it was like, ooh. It was poetic.
Again, you can't really consider that as a martial art movie because that back then it was more. They call that Kung Fu Hollywood because it's all wire work. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand why the martial arts behind it. I didn't watch the subtitle version. I watched the dub version. And it's actually enjoyable dub version. Yeah.
Really?
As I got older, when you try to rewatch it now, I'm like, oh, dub is horrible here. Very, very bad.
That's why I take the subtitle instead sometimes because the dub version gives it no justice.
That's my issue with Jackie Chan's movies, bro. That is my issue. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of his movies are in Chinese.
Right.
Reachers like he had only a handful of American movies, a handful.
I think same thing with Chow Yun Fat because he was very well known in China as well, in China and in Hong Kong too. And I think he didn't start doing American movies based here until I forgot how long ago. I forgot. It's been some time, a while, but I forgot how long ago he started doing things here in the States. But he was always well known within Asian cinema.
Okay. So have you ever heard of a movie called The One?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Jet Li. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yes.
What
Good film.
Okay, Anton, you go first. Greg, you go follow up with him after that. Go ahead, Anton.
Oh my God, that Jet Li in that movie, it was
Great actor.
Yes, not just actor, but just seeing the different variances of him in each different place. Like one variance, he's the nicest person you ever meet.
Wasn't he in Expendables?
Yes, I think he was in the Expendables. I think he was in the
He is.
third
He
one.
actually is one of the main characters.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, the thing with the one in one world, he's the nicest person. In another world, he's a stone cold killer. You know, and you see these different variances and layers of him too. And I remember, and ironically, one of the first movies that he did, I think here in the States was, I think, Lethal Weapon 4.
He played in Lethal Weapon.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
Yes, it was. He was the bad guy, and
he worked for the
he
Triad.
dismantled what was his name? I can't remember. The guy who was crazy. He dismantled his gun with one move.
Oh,
Do you know the one I'm on about?
Mel Gibson.
That's the one.
Yeah, yeah, because he was.
Go ahead. I'm
Again?
sorry. Go ahead.
He
No,
was
go ahead, go ahead.
like he was kind of like the cleanup guy for the Triads. Like there was stuff going on, not for the Triads. There was stuff going on, and they were involved in a big counterfeiting ring. And they said,
Counterfeiting and importing people.
yes, human trafficking. That before people found out, before it got the attention it's getting now. Like he was the guy that oversaw the operations here.
That was a funny one. That was funny. Lethal Weapon 4. I must admit that.
Yeah, but what he like the parts he did. Oh my god,
They were awesome.
yeah, he
Especially
was
when who was it? It was either Mel Gibson or the black guy
Danny Glover.
who killed his brother. Right
Oh,
after
yes.
all the effort of him getting him out of
Yes, yes.
prison, right? And he was pissed, and he go, "Oh, do we have to go and deal with this fella?" So I was like, "Yep, he's getting ready. Let's go and kick his ass."
Believe it or not, and here's another Comic-Con story. My very, very first New York Comic-Con, Glover was there. Mel Gibson's partner, Lethal Weapon, right?
Right.
So the deal with him was I could not take a selfie, because he couldn't get out of the chair. He can tell he was dealing with some illness right there. And it was
Okay.
sad to see him like that.
Oh,
But
wow.
I also want to mention Black Mask with Jet Li. That was
Oh, yes.
and that was actually a TV show back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, in China, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
I
wow.
actually enjoyed it very well. Even if it was a dub movie, it was a good movie. But I do want to mention this movie right here. And I don't know if you guys can consider this a martial art movie or more like bringing the old heads into one movie. Greg mentioned Expendables. Expendables has some good martial arts scenes.
Yes, it did.
Very good scenes. And you have to bring that up because who came up with I don't remember the name of the actor who came up with the
There
idea.
was 3 actors that I loved in that movie. In the
But no, I'm
Expendables,
saying
my
the
favorite
guy who
actors.
came up with the idea was Stallone came up with the idea of that movie. It
Right.
wasn't
Sylvester
Stallone's, that was his
Stallone, yeah.
project. I'm sorry.
He's a great actor, especially when he was in the movies A Specialist.
Oh, absolutely. He's been a
Oh, yeah.
great actor since the day he started.
Yeah.
What was it? There's 3 actors: Bruce Willis, Sylvester Stallone, and Arnold Schwarzenegger are my favorite ones. I can't remember the one. What was his name? Was he played in Transporter?
That's I was about to mention that.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, you cannot mention martial art movies without him because he's a martial artist himself, believe it or not.
Really?
Well, there's a fun.
And
there's
he's
a-
very
I'm
good.
gonna look it up right now. I'm going to look it up as we're speaking, but I'm 90% sure he's a real martial artist.
Really?
So
It probably is. Do you remember the part where he's in another country and he drives a flatbed truck into the water
Okay.
in the Expendables?
So
That
the
wasn't meant.
auto
That was
fighters
not
count.
meant to happen. That was not meant to happen.
Yeah.
The brakes
Really?
actually failed. The brakes actually failed. Right.
Oh, wow.
I actually watched the outtakes of it. Right.
Oh, wow.
He turned around and said, Sylvester Stallone, turned around, standing there, walked up to the edge. Right. Walked up to the edge, holding a cigar in his mouth. He goes, "Would you like a towel?" Words of that. That was what Sylvester Stallone said to Jason Statham. Because the brakes literally failed on the van, and they just kept the clip in.
Oh, my God.
So this article I just found, I'm just going to read a small part of it. It says, yes, Jason Stamina is a legitimate martial artist with experience training in multiple disciplines,
Hmm?
which he uses to perform many of his own stunts. He is normally known mostly for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, holds a
Ooh.
purple belt, known training kickboxing, Wing Chun, Kung Fu, Karate, Muay Thai, and Judo. So this guy is no joke on the street.
Yeah.
Now you won't want to
Perfect.
fuck with it in a dark alley, would you?
Perfect example. Perfect example in the transporter when he's in that bus garage and he spills all the oil.
I know the bit.
Ooh,
I know the one. I know the scene.
That was the first one. The first one.
That was the first one,
First one's the
yeah.
best one, I think.
What was that one where he ends up having a bracelet? You go too far from the car. I think that was what, the first, second, or third one.
Which
No,
one?
he only did two, and then they did another one with someone other actor.
Yeah, it was the actor, and it kind of sucked after that. They
Yeah, I
tried to
totally
make
agree.
it Series.
Ooh.
But
Yeah.
the first
was
two were
a fan of
awesome. Whenever I downloaded them, yes, I downloaded all three, but I deleted the third one at the same time because the third one was shit.
When I saw
But
him in the first
that
one,
scene where I can't remember what episode was it, the first or second one?
it was
Oh
the
no,
first
it's the
one.
second one where it was transporting a little boy from school.
That's the second one.
Yeah, that's what I'm on
That
about.
was the second
It's
one.
the first one I'm on about then, where he has some French lady in the car, right? And he has to have a bracelet on, so if he goes too far from the car, him and the car will blow up, or he will blow up.
Right. Right.
Do you know the bit I'm on about?
Crank.
No, that's not correct.
No, it was Transporter.
No, that was transport.
Oh, that was the second one.
Crank was the one where he was dry humping the lady for static electricity because they stole his heart.
No, that was the second one. That was the second one. That one was crazy.
So the person we need to mention here that we cannot close the stream out without mentioning him, and I know you're a fan of him, Anton. It's Michael J.
White.
The guy.
Who?
Michael J.
White.
Oh my god.
Michael who?
Michael J. White. If you haven't heard of him, dude, you got
that's what I asked for repeating it because every time someone tried to say the name, someone else was talking over you. So sorry.
So Michael J. White is literally, my personal opinion, the best modern martial artist we have to this day.
I've never heard of him, but okay.
Hang on a second. He does not do a lot of American movies. Let's be honest here. He does not. Most of his movies are overseas movies. So, and when he does do movies, is rare. He does he played Spawn was one of his top ones here, and it wasn't a good movie. Let's be honest here. He played in Dark Knight, but he does not do too many American movies. Most of his movies are overseas movies.
Right.
But he is an extremely great martial artist and probably the most underrated actor we have to date. So, who wants to take it from here?
A friend of mine actually met him.
Really?
Met him at a function. They were doing this one function, and he was there. He was one of the speakers and everything else. Guy's kind of bigger than you think. Very friendly and everything else. You want to post a picture? Sure, no problem. Took selfies and everything else. They chatted, had some stories. Chatted. He had some stories from him and everything else. Cool guy. I heard nothing, never really heard anything bad about him. Real cool guy, very approachable. We'll talk to you and everything else. He said, and he admitted, going into martial arts helped him in a lot of ways when he was younger. Like I was saying before, it helped him with confidence, helped him build up, helped him get into the industry, because before he started doing those movies, he got his big break doing the movie Tyson. It was an HBO movie.
I'm actually looking at it right now.
Where he played Mike Tyson, and he almost looked just like him. And that was the movie.
Hold on. If I'm right, Mike Tyson bit off some guy's ear and went to prison for it.
Yep. No. He bit it. Yeah, he bit someone's ear off, but he didn't go to prison for that.
All right.
He went to prison for other shit.
Yeah, other stuff. We're not going to get into that.
Did anyone ever see the roast of Charlie Sheen where Mike Tyson was in it?
Wait, say again?
No.
Did anyone see the roast of Charlie Sheen? Yeah, and Mike Tyson was in it, and everyone was in it.
Oh, the Friar Club's roast.
Yeah,
The Friars Club
that
rose
was
to
brilliant. That
trilogy.
was.
Oh, I didn't see that, but I heard some. I heard,
It
but
was
I thought
so
it was
funny.
ridiculous.
It was the fact of he was going into his little poems and stuff like that, and he was starting going towards, "I will bite your fucking ear off" and all that sort of shit to, to someone. So funny.
Tyson, you cannot take away how good a boxer he was.
No, you
He
Oh
was
can't.
no, you can't.
extremely good
Was he
boxer.
a British boxer or American?
American.
American. So
Thank you.
his issue was his temper. His temper was so out of
Yeah.
control, and Tyson did crazy shit. Like the last fight he was, if you remember behind the scenes they were showing before he went on stage, he was literally just he was butt naked. He was like walking in front of the camera. He turned around, his ass was hanging out. I'm like, dude, no one wants to see it. But he did that to show, just to people to talk. Because the fight was rigged. Let's be honest here. That fight was completely rigged.
Which fight?
With Logan. The Logan brother.
Oh, okay.
Never saw it.
Well,
I
Logan
never
Paul
actually.
is
To
Jake
be
Paul.
honest, I knew he was a boxer, but I'd never seen any of his fights.
Oh
He's a
my
good fighter,
god.
bro. His punches are not. If you're behind that punch, good luck. You're gonna need a dentist when he's done with you.
Okay.
You're gonna lose your teeth.
As I said, I've never seen any of
And
his
your ribs,
fights.
too.
So the only thing that I saw closest to the fight was on ITV News when he bit someone's ear off. That's as far as I got close to it.
Oh wow.
Tyson is not a person you want to piss off. I'll put it this way: Tyson is a person you want to be on his good side at all times. It doesn't matter if you're his friend or not. If you piss him off, you're going to lose probably a tooth, a rib, or something that
You
night.
lose not a rib. You lose a few ribs.
Basically, you don't want to fuck with
I
the
mean,
fella.
like,
Yeah. Could you imagine if Tyson did martial arts?
Oh, that'd be a different story, bro.
That's the scary part.
If he knew about martial arts, the guy would be a fucking unstoppable killing machine.
See, here's the thing with Tyson. The way because people don't know his backstory very well, and I researched his backstory. Tyson was if I remember correctly, please don't quote me on this, in foster care. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he went to they recognized he's a good puncher, and so this coaching box coacher box am I saying that
trainer.
coaching box found him like, yo, let me train you, you can become one of the greats.
Custom.
And he says, and his response, you're gonna dump me for a chance you get. He goes, no, I'm not. I'm gonna show you, he's showing love, compassion, and training. And that's how he became the person he is.
Yeah.
And when you're in Tyson's, what I heard, he would give you literally his last shirt off his back if you're on his good side. And I can see that.
Yeah.
Hold on, quick question. Wasn't Mike Tyson in one of the Rocky movies?
No,
you're thinking of Mr. T. Mr.
Okay,
T
thank you.
was in one of the
Sorry,
Rocky
I
movies.
just thought I'd ask.
So I actually have a funny story with the Rocky movies. I have a friend of mine. He's from the UK, like you.
Craig.
Greg, thank you. My brain just froze. So
When doesn't it?
I'm sorry.
When doesn't it?
Yeah, his name is Dean Williams. All right, Dean. He is actually a professional boxer. He has won multiple championships, all this stuff. So he actually has played in the Rocky movies as an extra.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. So he was actually on. Here's the picture I'm looking for. He was actually on the corner of Draco. I'm gonna show you. I just went on his Facebook. I'm gonna show you right now. He's on the left hand side.
Oh, okay.
The guy with the white beard. If you see,
Yeah.
That's my boy. So we met through the martial art community. He was the gym I was working, and I was running my karate school out. He came in. He was going to do a boxing thing. Didn't work out, but we came in contact over the years. So if he was in the last when Draco's son fought
Creed 2.
Creed's son.
Creed
2.
2.
Thank you. And he was legit. He was. You don't see him too much. You only see him like they're throwing him water. He's in a corner guy.
He's one of the trainers. Okay, he's one. Okay.
Yeah. So he said if it wasn't for his boxing career, he would never be in that movie. Very simple.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that says a lot. Boxing, martial arts, and I know we have the debate on Tuesday, but this sport we love can open a lot of doors for some people. if
I
you play the
think
right part.
if I memory serves me correct, I think the guy that played Victor Drago was an MMA fighter, or was he a boxer? I'm
I can
trying
look
to
it up right now,
remember.
actually. From Creed 2, right?
Yeah, Creed 2. He played Victor Drago, Ivan's
Yeah,
son.
give me 1 second. I'm looking it up right now because I gotta get his actual name. You guys keep going. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, just I'm trying to picture Tyson if he was doing martial arts. That's scary. Just the thought of it is scary. You know,
Okay, so it says here, his real name is Floro Mutalu. I cannot pronounce that fucking name. He is a Romanian German actor and former professional heavyweight boxer. So
really.
yeah, so that's why you see one thing about Stallone. He tried to get as many real people he can in real boxers, real this, real that. Like I
Yes.
remember in one of his scenes, he said he told the guy, "Hit me for real." I'm like, you don't want me to do that. I was a Rocky Balboa movie,
Oh,
and because remember,
Florian Mortenu.
yeah, if you remember in Rocky Balboa, the movie, he in the movie he was fighting. Let me find that.
Antonio Tarver.
Yeah, he's a real fighter. He's a legit boxer. And the guy goes to him, you don't want me to do that. They're like, yeah, I do. Pop. He went, going, good night. He went out. And he got scared for me. Like, oh shit, I just killed the fucking legend here. Like, he got up, he shook it off, he goes, I'm like, I'm okay. You're like, no, you need to chill for a minute, dude.
You need a minute. Hey, Sly, go have a seat for a minute or two.
Yeah.
Honestly, of all the movies in that series, 1, yes, 2, yes, 3, okay. I'll be honest. I did when I was a kid and I saw Rocky 3. I did cry when Mickey died. I did cry. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that was pretty hard.
4 was my favorite one, bar none. 4 was my favorite one. 5, I don't even count 5. I really don't. I don't count 5 in on the list. Rocky Balboa was pretty good also, but definitely
here's the thing with 5. The guy who played the boxer training kid, right?
Yes.
He was another real martial artist too. I mean, a real boxer. Excuse me.
Oh, Tommy Morrison. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. That's right. And he passed away a couple years back, unfortunately, too.
Yeah, I think a drug overdose, I believe.
Something like that. I forgot what it was, but I know he passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, but one thing I would say with Stallone, he never fought professionally, but he was a big street fighter back in the day to just survive.
Okay.
Just how New York streets work because he grew up in New York. New York streets. If you don't know how to fight, you're going to get nitpicked pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stories about Stallone, like he sold his dog and all that, it's legit stories. Personally, me, I would never sell my dog. I'll prefer I will give my food to feed my dog and I'll starve myself. That's how I am.
Right.
Because that's the only thing I have left in life at that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But one thing I'll give Stallone always found a way to bring genuine boxers into the movies and make everything look as authentic as possible. Jean-Claude Van Damme, I remember when he did Kickboxer and he did, Bloodsport as well. He got a lot of genuine fighters in martial arts and everything else. Like, I remember in Kickboxer, and he was also in Bloodsport. Michel Kesey was a very known Muay Thai fighter. Got him in the movie. He played one role, I think, in Bloodsport, and then we saw him in Kickboxer. He's the one that played Tong Po.
Mhm.
And yeah,
I know what you're on about.
Yeah, he's a real Muay Thai fighter, I think, at one point. Who else did he get? He got Bolo Young.
That film actually pushed, basically by the looks of it, they pushed what was his name? Jean-Claude Van Damme to the brink, virtually, because he was kicking that palm tree, whatever it was, or pine. He was kicking that with his shin or whatever it was,
bamboo
and it
tree.
was bleeding, bloody, and all that sort of thing. Basically, the teacher, whatever his name was, I can't remember his name, don't really care, was teaching him to go past this pain threshold, Yeah, and it was like he literally egged him on basically to carry on knocking it over. He goes, "Oh, you wiggle, palm tree, you wiggle, palm tree,
Oh,
palm tree only wiggle." And he goes, "Brother, no wonder brother in wheelchair, weak, weak,
oh
weak."
yes, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Basically, so he goes, and he's like, "Yeah, you want to see?" Literally, Jean Claude Van Damme got up and started kicking the shit out of it, and literally chopped it in straight down with his leg.
What they do is they deaden the nerves in their legs. That's why.
Yeah. It was just a fact of the beginning of that film where they got before they had end up having the fight. He sees Tom Pole kicking the fucking pillar,
Yes,
yeah,
I remember that.
and he's like, "Oh, he was kicking the pillar like this, and all the structure on top of it was coming down." Do you know what I mean?
So,
You know what I mean about
I'm
that?
gonna also throw a monkey wrench because we're at 20 minutes left. So Steven Seagal, probably people liked him at a bag. I never liked him as an actor. I don't think he's a good actor. He's moving very slow, like he saw the punch and like he kind of knew it was coming, kind of thing. I never liked his acting.
He
I don't.
telegraphed a lot.
He telegraph. Thank you, telegraph.
I did enjoy Under Siege movies. I did enjoy them, both of them. One where it was on the boat, the thingy ship, and the train. I enjoyed them.
Yeah, this is.
You may not like his acting, but it was actually quite enjoyable. Even though he was slow and he was a bit crappy as an actor, but the film was quite enjoyable, especially with the guy who played in the old guy who played in Men in Black.
Black.
Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones. He was in the first one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. But my point with him, I want to bring him up.
Brilliant film.
He technically left the states because he didn't like our government. I personally think the rumors are he was working with a mob to get him where he was, and he owed them a lot of money. If he didn't bounce from the state, he would get whacked. That's the rumors on the street.
If you look at him back then, and you look at him now, the guy put on so much fucking weight.
Oh,
Yeah, he had nothing else to do. He has all this money coming in still from all his royalty rights. He doesn't have to work. You know, he's somewhere in overseas. I'm not sure what country he's in right now. He has a karate school. He thinks he's this grandmaster martial artist, but he sucks.
I heard. There's some people that say he's a fraud. And I remember hearing.
so.
He definitely is a fraud. But
I've
as
heard-
I said, I did like the two movies. I didn't like any of the other movies he was in. I thought they were right as shit.
But I heard he was. But the thing is, I heard he was a fraud. Like there were some people I know that were telling me, "Hey, Mr.
Big
Bennett."
up, Paul.
But there were rumors that he was a fraud. Like, oh, he's really not that much of a real Aikido fighter. I was like hearing things, and there's some people within the martial arts community that have no respect for him. They really
I have
don't.
respect for the guy.
Because
I've heard of that movie, Paul, but I've never seen it.
What?
How you not seen Enter the Dragon, dude? It's the most classic thing ever.
5 Deadly Venoms.
Yeah. But Anton is right. As a martial artist, he's horrible. Nobody likes him. Every real martial artist I know, I keyword real, meaning you study one style, you practice it, you learn a degree, and you continue leveling up after years. I'm not talking about these guys who are UFC, MMA.
Never saw that one either.
What?
Sorry, I was just responding to one of Paul's messages.
The list. He's put up his top
All right,
5.
let him write the list first. Let me finish my sentence for a second, dude. So as a martial artist, everybody I have spoken to, and I met some real big martial artists over the year of my career. Everybody starts laughing when I hear him like, yeah, I wish you show up here. And I don't spar, I don't compete him, but I will start sparring again, and I will compete again just to prove a point who's better.
Do it. We want it videoed.
What? Dude, let us finish our sentence before you cut us off, please. Because stop cutting people off. Seriously, dude. Like, it's getting annoying. Like, every time we're talking, you're cutting anybody off tonight. Like, let's finish the sentence. When next person's finished, then continue, please.
But yeah, he tell like if you really paid attention, like if you watched his early movies, like Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, yeah, high rank, 3 titles, 3-word titles. Hard to Kill, Marked for Death. I forgot what other movies I'm thinking of. But if you really paid attention, he kind of telegraphs in a good amount of his actions. Like you see him go
My
through the motion, but he telegraphs. I'm like,
yeah, like my father, he was a huge fan of him, huge fan, loved all his movies.
oh,
And
Alpha
when I had
Justice.
my dad still to this day doesn't believe he was not a real martial artist. Like I'm telling you, he's not, dude. He's a great actor, but a fake actor too, in my opinion.
Yeah, but like I said, a lot of people, like my sister and a couple of people I know, they have no respect for him. They really don't. They just feel like
Look at
they
me.
just they just feel like he found a way to get over, and he's been doing it for so long. Like I heard when he was at some tournaments doing demonstrations, his demonstrations were kind of questionable, look a little disorganized, and it sounded like really.
So
But when you
according to Google, in '95, his career ended because of a sexual harassment breach of contract.
ooh, oof,
That's one.
ooh,
So
wow,
uh,
wow, yeah,
yeah,
that will do it. That will do it. He
and
did
he tried to do a comeback doing a cop show. He was like a sheriff or some shit like that, and it was bad. Even that was bad.
really.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear.
He's
Okay,
currently living in Russia right now.
not
I
surprised.
wonder why. You know what? I wonder why. One thing you don't need to be a expert about this, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, right? Like I'm gonna say out there, the um the Italian mob has nothing to do in Russia, so he's protected there, very
Yeah,
protected.
yeah, by the
According to the
proper.
article, it says here, so he lives in Russia, and late June 26th, he was attempted to sell his second mansion. The highest was 1 million to 1.3 million. So very well he's gonna have some problems. Previously homeless, and he has a bulletproof compound.
Prob- Probably the grounds, and I don't be surprised if the grounds are protected by member of Spetsnaz.
Yeah. So he did something. Something's going on with him behind the scene. And I'm actually going to look this up. Why he left the States? I'm just curious now.
Yeah, I'm really curious now too. But a lot of people, like other people, you definitely like I've heard of, and I remember when they were acting too. That people in the community generally respect Don the Dragon Wilson, Cynthia Rothrock, Michael Jai White, Bill Superfoot Wallace. A lot of those individuals who basically different Chuck Norris, who different disciplines, did movies and everything else, and still involved. Who else is still involved? Mark DaCosta as well. Like a lot of those individuals are respected because they never saw themselves bigger than what they were learning. Like they found a way, they were humbled and graceful and appreciative going into martial arts, and it helped their acting careers as well.
I want to bring something up. I know this is not an actor. I don't respect I don't usually bring politicians, and I'm not bringing politics. I just want to bring this person. He is a politician, so I want to bring that up. We're not
Okay.
going to talk about his politician career, but I want to talk about his personal life for one quick second.
Okay.
The Russian president, and we all you hate him or love him, doesn't matter.
Mm,
Trying to remember his fucking name now.
Vladimir Putin.
Putin, real martial artist, does
He
judo
does
and
judo.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I heard he's a judokan.
Yep, and he's an Orthodox Christian himself too, like myself.
Russian
So
Orthodox.
yes,
Yeah.
so he practices all the time. So
Wow.
don't care about what he does in politics, but you gotta give him credit as a martial artist now. You know what I'm saying?
The fact that he's no wonder he still looks the way he looks at his age. He's been when you practice judo for that long.
Yeah,
You,
that beats you up a lot over time.
that's judo. Oof. And people think it's easy. No, I never did judo, but ooh,
I done a little judo in my training over the years.
uh-huh.
Oh man, it's brutal. Like the worst fall I took. I was in the middle of doing a test.
Uh-huh.
I was a Yuki, meaning dummy, pretty much.
Right.
From you guys know. So this kid named Steve went to do a circle throw, pretty much the same throw that Captain Kirk did. Came
Right.
down, put me up, and I already saw it went wrong. I'm like, when he went down, he didn't push away; he pulled down. So as I tried to
Oh.
recover, I went to go into a shoulder roll. Nope, my legs went up, down, straight on my shoulder,
Ooh.
landed. I went, oh, you hear? That's all you heard me going down on the mat.
They made
And I
contact
did
with
not
Matt,
move.
yeah. But that's the one closest I can learn to judo as well
I
was
hope you didn't
the
break anything.
No, I actually did it. I didn't do a full separation on the shoulder. I did a slight separation.
ouch.
So I went down to the ER, I got checked out and everything. They told me we can't pop it in because now full separation. It will pop it by itself. I was
Okay.
literally on the phone with my girlfriend at the time, and I was talking. I was saying, "Pop!" Oh! She goes, "What was that?" My shoulder went back in. Oh, laugh now, but you want me laughing?
Painful. I can understand it was painful.
Just
My
the
dad
thought
turned
of
around and
it.
told me when he had when he
That's
fell
the
off the back.
closest. That's the
Sorry.
closest I got to learning judo as well, was to learn how to fall, do the rolls, and how to break your falls and everything else. Like someone push you, how to land properly, how to land to the sides and everything else, how to roll as well. That was basically some of the basic judo I learned and everything else. And ironically, I still remember how to do a lot of it too.
So here's my thing with judo throws. You never let your partner throw you. You throw yourself. So I'll use WWE for example. When I see them throwing themselves, like slapping the mat or rolling into it, like, oh, I know that. Same ones we use in martial arts. That it doesn't matter if it's wrestling, martial arts, or boxing, acting, whatever. A roll is a roll, a throw is a throw, a land is a land. And I see them all the time. I'm like, yeah, I could tell you how to do that. That's easy to do that. Like it's you always throw yourself. You not let anybody
Right.
throw you
Right.
because you can control your landing. Your
Right.
opponent cannot.
Exactly. Because you don't know
Sometimes.
how much momentum they're gonna put, and it catches you. It's good, and when you take that landing, it's gonna catch you off guard.
Yeah.
Even when you know how to land properly, it's gonna
Mhm.
catch you off guard, and you deal with that initial shock of, did this guy just throw me?
Yeah. So one thing I would tell anybody who's learning judo, when you land, use your hand, cup. Because when you slap the mat, it takes all that pressure from your
Mhm.
body into your hand. And kiai, yiha, whatever that you guys instructor call it, we call it kiai in my dojo. And you come in, yes, sir. Come down with it. You let all the air out. The reason
Right.
you do that is you don't land with full air. Like you're gonna get in the wind knocked out of you very
Mhm.
easily. You never keep your air. Also, when you're screaming, it tightens all your muscles. So the land it hurts less.
And you let all that air out too to make sure that you're not feeling it in certain areas of your body too.
Yeah.
You, you,
So
you feel it's like it hurts, but then when you let it out, you're like, okay, that initial shock wears off, and you're okay.
all right, we're about getting our final thoughts before we do that. Greg, you sure you don't want to fight me, bro? Because I don't talk a big game. I walk and walk. See, he changed his mind all of a sudden. All right, Anton, you
No.
want to go first?
What all that
I'll
shit
go
you just
first.
said just went straight over my head.
Greg, go ahead, man. I mean, Anton, go ahead.
All right, cool. Thanks. Yo, great topic for the show and everything else. I like the list that Paul posted of his top 5 movies. The one thing I'll definitely enjoy with a lot of these movies, and one of the beautiful things about it is it shows the many different disciplines of martial arts. There's different disciplines, there's different aspects, different approaches towards it, but they're all connected in some way, shape, or form. And whether it's Taekwondo, whether it's Aikido, whether it's Muay Thai, whether it's Savant, whether it's Kung Fu or Karate or Judo, they all are intertwined in some way, shape, or form. So you can learn some of the disciplines of other disciplines of martial arts and apply it to the martial arts that you're learning. Sometimes they're intertwined, sometimes they connect, and you don't even realize it in the beginning until sometime later. So I appreciate a lot of the movies, whether you've seen them or not. I appreciate a lot of them because you have some movies that found a way to put martial arts to the forefront. I think you have some movies that found a way to make it to the mainstream. So I've always appreciated a lot of the different movies, the different disciplines, and everything that comes with it. And like I said before, the fact that it's been 40 years since the Karate Kid, that tells you something. That something that came out 40 years ago is really now part of pop culture. That you have a generation of adults that were kids when that movie first came out and probably got them involved in martial arts in some different ways. So that's the beauty of it. That's all I gotta say. And those are some words worth thinking about. Thank you.
I haven't got much to say because I don't know much about half the movies you guys were on about. But Karate Kid, Kickboxer, The Monk, the only movies that I know that were really martial arts, to be honest with you. I thought they were all great movies. Sorry, that's what I've got, mate.
That's right, Greg. So, martial arts movies are always going to be a special place in my heart because I'm a martial arts day. Me and Anton can always going to relate to these. Like we, as martial arts, you can't sit there and not nitpick. Oh, I would done that roundhouse different. I would do this different. There's so many good movies. Even the Ninja Turtles. They're again, they might not be the greatest movies as martial arts, but they're still a good movie end of the day.
Mhm.
But let's do a quick schedule update and let's get the heck out of here. So tomorrow we are going over weddings in the gray area. Yeah. Oh boy. And that's all I gotta say. It wasn't my idea. You poor soul. I feel sorry for you.
16 years and
But
counting.
it's 16 years, you said?
16 years and counting.
Oh man, that's why you lost your hair, didn't you? Your wife probably like drove you crazy.
No.
I deserve the finger on that one. Yeah, no, I'm really am kidding. By the way, I hope she didn't hear me. But, for Monday we're off like always. Tuesday show Spartan Arena. Originally was supposed to be Beers versus Clean Shave. That is going to be rescheduled. We're going to have a special hangout show on Tuesday. We're having Frank Lee, active Air Force, Iron Man himself will be on our show. I'm excited to talk to him. I am so excited to talk to him. It's not even funny. So no show on Wednesday or Thursday. The guys are taking a little break. We'll be back on Friday with a wrestling talk. Me, Anton, and Wally will be back at it. And next week, I'm going to try to get CQ on this one because this is his favorite topic. Who is the most strongest Spider-Man?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Multiple
That's
Spider-Man.
going to be a good debate.
Yeah. Do your homework. Do your studying. Dust out those comic books. Review them because I'm coming to A-game.
Watch a couple
I don't
movies
own
if you have
comic
to.
books.
Yeah. What's up, Greg?
I don't own any comic books. All mine got destroyed by my mum's ex-partner.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Go to the library.
Yeah, go to the library, or I think Marvel.
Our library burnt down not about a few years back.
I think you can find some Marvel comic books online in digital form.
Most of them you can find online now. Like the older ones you can find online because it's not the materials that's worth the money, is the paper that is worth the money. You know, the book
Right.
actually. Like, if you have like a first edition Spider-Man, that's worth a lot of goddamn money. Now, if you
I actually
find
had the
same-
first edition.
I'm sorry.
I had the very first edition Spider-Man. My
Oh,
mum's
you're
partner
fucking-
destroyed it.
Are you serious?
You know what's money? That's in the millions, bro.
I'm not kidding you. I actually had the very first edition Spider-Man comic. Yeah, and my mum's partner destroyed it. Destroyed all
That
my
is-
comics. I had stacks of them.
I believe if I remember correct, I might be wrong on the number. When Spider-Man 1 came out, was it 2000 what? I can't remember which year it was. Hang on, I'll tell you right now. That movie, obviously,
I think it was 2001.
I think you're right because
I think it was-
2007, the third one came out.
Yeah, I think it was 2001 because they had to redo it because, unfortunately, some of the parts in the movie and the promotion posters featured the old World Trade Center.
Yeah, okay. So the trailer was and a poster. You're right. So it was 2002. Actually, it came out. So they had a scene that the helicopter was running away from a bank robbery, and Spidey caught him between the twin towers with a big web, the helicopter, and part of the one of the posters was him swinging through his glasses. I can't remember.
It was a reflection in the
Yeah.
reflection of his glasses of his visor. You saw the World Trade Center on it.
Yep, I see. I'm looking at it right now. He's hanging out from the wall like that, and you see it right through his visor. And
You see the reflection of the World Trade Center. Yeah,
yeah. So
I think you can still find some of those posters around too.
I'm not sure about that, but one thing I do know, when that movie came out, the first edition of Spider-Man, not double, not triple, not quadrupled, a skyrocket during that era for comic books. It was one mint condition, graded. I don't remember what state it was. The guy they broke in his comic books or sold the comic. These are tracked. You cannot just sell them off like that.
Right.
They caught the guy, but I believe at the time it was like $5.6 million. They're saying, yeah, a lot of money. But that's a topic for next week. Except that, guys, this was Anton. That was my buddy Greg. I'm the Spartan. As always, stay fresh, stay safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.